Hello, I'm Andy, and here's a program for best vocation, your best vocation for you, your best talent that you have, skills that you have. And this is for people born on the 9th of February in the period of Aquarius. Before I begin, here's my email. If I may have a minute of your time, send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. Your palms are very special. They belong to the energy of the soul, who changes the lines and signs to let me know what life is waiting for you and how the fate and destiny are going. And if you like to play lotteries, I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. We'll talk more about this later. So, born on the 9th of February, you have a wonderful Mars position. But the trouble is, it makes you angry very easily. And that's why partnerships, whether in job, whether business areas, become a problem. And that's why you turn to be a loner sometimes. So you have to be careful that the temperament in you has to be brought under control so that you use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, and a body language which is soft. Otherwise, it will interfere in your vocation, whatever job, business you do. It will interfere with the talent, which nobody wants to support you. It'll interfere with your skills, where nobody wants to be with you. So take the soft approach. You have a wonderful Saturn position, which shows that you can be very lucky with land. Anything to do with land, whether buildings on land to buy and sell for people, or whether agriculture, using land as farming, anything connected to the land, and even using your creativity, landscaping, the growing of flowers, which is a huge business. All this can do wonderfully well for you. So the land is something that welcomes you and brings prosperity to you. So think of that as a career. You'll also do well in the area of information technology. You are a natural for that. You have an inventive mind and you learn all the things about information technology very, very quickly and be a specialist in some area or another. Even in the business of selling houses, buying land for people, you can use the information technology to search far and wide for clients for yourself. So use this IT, use this as a decorator because you're very artistic. You have a wonderful Venus. So all kinds of artisticness and creativity comes naturally, whether you're using the IT or using the old fashioned way. It makes you an artist of some kind, sometimes a very abstract one, which makes you very different from people, but it makes you a successful, have artistry in whatever you do. Even as a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist, an architect, you'll have this creativity and you'll use this to further your ambitions. And you'll have a very trendy mind, knowing exactly when, how all these flares of artistry come and go. So that's another wonderful thing. You have a great Mercury planet who gives you the skills of speaking, the skills of writing. You could be a teacher, whether in schools, in colleges, or even in universities. You could be a great orator, a person who can sway people with your words. So politics comes to mind. Yes, you will be interested in politics because you have that urge to take over daringly, to fight against injustice for people. You have to be careful that your ego is too large. And whatever you do, you tend to want to please your ego. Be careful, people can take what they want. They just have to flatter you. So watch out for people who flatter you. And if you feel the flattering is nonsense, then tell yourself to control the ego. The ego itself is not a bad word, it means ambition. But yours is too top heavy, where you want to take the lead, have the last say, and have control over people. And talking about having control, your dominating side and your stubborn side is also you seen. You have to tone down all this, the hot temper, the ego, and the dominating side. Otherwise, whether in talent, your skills, your job, your business, won't go very far. And you will end up struggling all your life due to your behavior patterns. You have a planet, the moon, that makes you very changeable, very moody, and it's difficult to do work with people, whether job wise, business wise, investment wise, because you'll panic very easily with this planet. So for you, perhaps the less The less partners, the better. Because one side you come out too strong and then you suddenly become very unsure. And only you can stand that for yourself. Others will not tolerate that too much. You have a planet that says, watch out. Any business you do where the sea is concerned, we have to be very careful because the sea, it is said, will be a dangerous place for you. So any businesses connected to the sea, whether transport, whether on ships, whether scuba diving, whether whatever, you be very careful with that. Overall, I consider your horoscope can be made lucky if you can just control your temperament. You have a physical side which wants to get the energies going, so go into sport. And sport can be a great vocation for you, a great business for you, because you will be very talented in sport. You have the daringness and the energy to be the winner in sport. So any kind of competition you are ready for. And so have that going for you. And also, I'm going to give you some cycles of time, age cycles. Each one of us in our horoscope will have lucky age cycles and bad age cycles. So for you born on the 9th of February, you especially have to be very careful on the ages of 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, or even 90, that accidents of any kind can get on you, whether in sport, whether you are traveling, whether you are driving. So be careful on these days, and you will also expose yourself to unnecessary trouble by being too daring in financial speculation or in your job area with your bad temper. I'm going to give you some good cycles, one good cycle to show you that goodness can also come to you, sometimes very unexpectedly. And you will see that. You will see that the ages of 22, 31, 40, 49, 58, 67, 76, 85, or 94 years old. As you approach these ages, good things start to happen. Partnerships are formed, or you on your own can be the winner. As you enter these ages, rewards will wait for you. You'll have many such cycles in your life. So when you do a session one day with me, a 90-minute session for your next 9 years, I'll show you the up cycles and the down cycles in your next 9 years to prepare you. Are you an academic or a hands-on? I make you as both. You learn things very quickly with experience, and you like universities, you like colleges. You may even end up teaching in such areas. So you can do both. And so, what are your compatibility rates with people? The compatibility rate is very low because your ego, your temperament, which is your anger planets, and the desire to control is too strong. So whenever you want a partner, whether in business, in job, or whether in the talent or skills, you have to tell yourself you need to take the soft approach. Use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, and body language which is soft. This is very, very important for people born on the 9th of February. Otherwise, unknowingly, they step on toes and they use abrupt language, and that makes things worse and worse and worse. You are a very physical and mental person because you have Mercury. So you could be a person who could play great sports, and mentally you'll design ways how to be the winner on the sports field as well. I like the business of I like the business of what is it? Let me see. Um, or being in the business of politics. I like that for you because, as I said, you'll be a fighter for people, and business can be made through politics because you'll have great contacts and you'll have be working with the government, and you'll also be a person with your speech be able to sway people to your way of thinking. So go join a political party, and you'll see not very long people will realize the strength you have, the determination you have, the fighting spirit you have will all be seen. So these are the things which I can tell you. Regarding this 90-minute session, I will talk to you lots about the next 9 years. I'll go very definitely deep into your health areas, tell you where you're going to have problems. I can do that now, but I won't do that too much because all I know right now, born 9th February, I need your full date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, to read your palms. Your palms are the energy of the soul. The soul is the one who's changing the lines. And I'll tell you, born on the ninth, accidents, firstly, you have to be very careful. And allergies are going to trouble you a lot. These are the two things which I can pick up immediately. When I see you for a full session, I will go through every planet to tell you how they are going to affect you health wise. And in this 90-minute session, the energies, your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions, and so on. And also the energies of the soul, third eye, and the aura. I'll awaken them for you. We automatically get it anyway, but always in our late 50s, 60s, and 70s of ages, much, much too late. Even if you see me as a teenager, that teenager will learn all this magic from me and become very, very special. And why financial speculation, I will also go into that for you, whether it's lotteries, whether it's the stock market, any kind of financial speculation. I'll show you how to be the winner in that as well. So here's my email. Send me this email. Your investment is only USD $50. That's all. And this investment will pay off because you'll know your next 9 years to begin with, the ups and downs in all areas of your life. You're born on a very mighty, powerful day, and I'll teach you how to harness the energies. That's the most important thing, so that you can work easily with people. Thank you for listening to me. Goodbye.